Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking over to see if you should switch to keyboard and mouse in Chapter 2, Season 3, Fortnite. To start the video off, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment if you like this video or what you think my next video should be on, what topic I should help you out on next. First off, I think switching to keyboard and mouse is very useful. I did it. I went from controller. It helped me improve to 1000%. I can now tunnel and all that. And I'm on my 3rd month and I'm better than what I was on controller. So one thing we need to get into is pros and cons. A lot of people have a hard time breaking it down. What is the meaning of switching to keyboard and mouse? Like, why do people do it? First of all, people don't like to switch to keyboard and mouse because they like the aim assist, right? That's a pro for a controller. The aim assist is pretty much the only reason why a lot of people stay, which isn't a big deal because honestly, it can be, but you just have to grind your aim in creative. Another pro is for keyboard and mouse. You can flick a lot faster with keyboard and mouse with a lot better control. But you cannot do, you can't control how fast you can flick. Well, you can, but it's a sensitivity. It only goes so fast, right? Another thing is we have scroll wheel reset, which means we can just scroll our mouse wheel and it resets a build for us. With controller, you need to click down on right stick and then confirm it, which takes another couple seconds. Another pro is we can just pull out our builds instantly. You guys have to press bind first, which is B or circle, and then you can place builds, which is much harder in my opinion. Another thing is switching to keyboard and mouse is probably one of the best things I ever did, and it helped so much. If you're trying to win money in tournaments, it's going to be hard on controller. It's harder to, movement is a lot harder on controller, although you can do like 360 or 180 around looks or whatever it's called on controller. You can't do that on PC, but I'm just talking about like all around movement and building and editing. Like, your mechanics are going to be 100 times better once you like stay a couple months, like 2 seasons, to how long they've been lately in Fortnite. Another thing is, if you do make the switch, you have to play creative. You cannot go and play pubs. Pubs is your worst enemy in this scenario. When you go and play pubs, it gets yourself like confidence down. It makes you be like, I can't do this, because you're just getting clapped. Your muscle memory isn't built in. Your hand-eye coordination with keys, you're having to look down at keys. Yeah, you can 90 in creative. That doesn't mean under pressure you can. So the best thing is to maybe 1v1 your friend a couple times. Try that. Don't get mad. Let him show you what you did wrong and what you should have done better. You need to constantly be trying to improve your aim. Aim's going to be one of the most frustrating things, especially in box fights. In boxes, aim is probably one of like the worst factors ever, for sure. With shotguns, it just comes with experience, in my opinion. Like, shotgun aim you can work on, but there's not too many maps for it. It comes with experience, right? AR, you can help tracking and SMG tracking. Not so much SMG, but really the most thing you can do is AR. I instantly could clap all my friends in build battles, except for the ones that were on keyboard and mouse for a long time. But all my friends who were on controllers, I clapped when I switched to keyboard and mouse instantly. How to get good on keyboard and mouse is another question. Like I said, you need to play creative. You need to get your mechanics down. So say you've been on keyboard and mouse now for 2 months or whatever, let's say in the future. but your mechanics aren't great. You're still fairly new to it, but you can play pubs with, and you have muscle memories for your keybinds and all that, right? At this point, you're just gonna want to be a pub stomper and constantly like push everybody you can in pubs and even arena. Just try to get your mechanics better, edits, mongrel classics, whatever it is you need to do. Your aim in boxes, like I constantly box fight or whatever, it's fighting in boxes, and did all that with my friends in my first 2 months because I needed to get my shotgun aim better. There's no maps really for it. Once I get my creator code, I'll release a map that my friend and I made for shotgun aim. But the only way to get there is if you guys can subscribe, like, and leave a comment. So please do. So yeah, my main thing with switching is pretty much just constantly play creative. That's all I can tell you, is you need to play creative. It takes most people to get good about 3 months, like to get the same as they were before, maybe a little bit better in 3 months. Yeah, but like all around, I think it is a very good idea to switch to keyboard and mouse, whether you're plugging in a keyboard to your Xbox, or you've got a PC for your birthday or Christmas, or you bought one, you built one, whatever it is. Chapter 2, Season 3, if you're wanting to go pro, you're wanting to make content, that is one of the best starts you could possibly do, is switching to keyboard and mouse. It will help you win tournaments. You'll just be a better player all around. And if you're just doing it because you're bored and COVID is like getting you down, you know, and you're just stuck inside all the time, all I can say is, you know, if this is your hobby, do it, send it, but just don't get mad at yourself if you're not doing good, because it comes with time. So I fully think it is worth switching to keyboard and mouse. Now, don't log off yet, because I'm going to explain a couple more things. So 8 players made it to World Cup when World Cup was in. Controller players. 8 controller players made it to World Cup. None of them made it to the second round because it was like, it's all PC players, right? Or like whatever, keyboard and mouse, but obviously they're not going to be playing on an Xbox with their keyboard and mouse. So they were all PC players, keyboard and mouse players, whatever you want to call them. They're the ones winning the tournaments right now. You see who's placing first. It's clicks. It's this trio. It's, yeah, you have like players like Reet and like I don't know, Aiden or whatever, you know, like lots of players, controller players that are making tournaments, but half the time it's cash cups. Like, you're constantly seeing YouTube videos of Booga placing 4th in tournaments. So yeah, in Chapter 2, Season 3, switching to keyboard and mouse is probably your best decision, but yeah, for sure, check it out and try it. Don't go too expensive. One thing to add in is also, if you've played controller, right, and you're not so sure still, if you are not playing claw currently, try claw, because I guarantee you claw is going to make you a better player. I never tried it, and that was my mistake, but I felt like I had no more room to improve on controller, which I probably could have, but not quickly. But that's just the type of player I was. If you can improve faster, and play claw, because it's going to help you out. But if you've already tried claw and you can't, then switch to keyboard and mouse, and there's your answer. Anyway, guys, I just gotta say thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment on what you want my next video to be on. I hope this helped you out. It's kind of a how to switch to keyboard and mouse successfully, and if you should video. But yeah, I enjoyed making this for you guys. It took me a little bit because Xbox is kind of annoying like that, but that's alright. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.